Okay, well, we should be live. I'm going to just assume so. It's been a while since we've had a Friday game. I've been under the weather, health problems, and all kinds of issues with, well, this thing's going on. But tonight we are back. We're playing the I in the BEC MI Beck Me series of Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing the Immortal level, but it's going to be a bit different. I am going to run these guys through a couple of things I've always wanted to run, and kind of putting them together under a plot that will make up the Immortal level game. So bear with me, folks. If this does not resemble D&D of any sort as we start, it will eventually. Let's just go with that. Okay, so you all awaken. You're stiff, dry-mouthed. Dawn's first light is coming through the horizon through a window. It shines in ribbons of brilliant burnished gold, glittering upon a rocky desert. As the sands roll by, you're in a train. You know this. As it rhythmically rolls below you, there's a large, dusty window frames the view of a gentle rocking motion of the train combined with this monotonous clatter of metal wheels on metal track makes it very hard to awaken completely. You all are not alone. There's a man dressed all in white, a narrowed brim hat, white as well, with a white feather in it, sits near the compartment door, cradling a worn leather briefcase in his lap. He yawns, along with the rest of you, cracks a smile in his very tanned, sweaty face, and says, good morning! You must have dozed off. Strange how sleep can overpower a person, even in the midst of a good conversation. Well, what time do we arrive? Do you know? Funny, it seems like I should remember that myself, since I made all the arrangement. And this is when you all realize you have no idea who this man is, or really who you are, or where you are.
Shit, I got drunk again.
You know you're all in a train. You have this information. You all can also tell that you're dressed in roughly in 1940s outfits. Traveling attire. Very good traveling attire.
Well, I'm definitely not in my time period, but I'm not angry.
Yes, I must have dozed off. I'm completely just bluffing. I totally know everything that's going on, you know? Like, oh, how clumsy of me. These trains are... They do it to you. Yeah.
He looks confused for a moment himself, almost like he is having perhaps trouble like yourselves in recollecting a memory. If I didn't know better, I'd think, and his speech is cut off by a very shrill blast from the train whistle. As the train plummets through a narrow tunnel, and everything goes dark as the windows are covered by the inside of this tunnel. Your eyes are just starting to adjust as your ears are assaulted by bam, bam, bam! A series of rapid explosions. Fiery flashes of light accompanying the deafening blast. There's a dull thud.
I didn't do it.
In a moment, the train leaves the tunnel. Sunlight floods into the compartment again. The man with the hat lies slumped against the seat, blood spurting from massive holes in his chest. His briefcase is gone. He rests weakly at you as blood begins to spill with the sucking chest wound. The map. Get the map. And these are his last words as he dies in his seat.
Another case of suicide.
Man.
An obvious case of suicide. Yes.
Are any of the windows open?
Yes. Well, no. The shutters have been pulled aside to let all the light in, but they're down. As you are seemingly moving through a desert environment, probably a lot of sand out there.
Door. Where's the nearest door?
There is a door to this, what looks like a private compartment. You can see kind of a hall.
Okay, that kind of train. Okay.
He said
There's
something
a
about
easily faced man peering through the window as you look at the door. He also has a white suit, the black tie. He's got a parcel in his hand.
I want to look at what he has in his hands.
What's that?
I want to look at what he has in his hands.
It's a wrapped parcel.
I open the door and I go, did you see anyone with a briefcase?
His eyes kind of dot around. He's got a very soft voice. Good morning. Would you mind holding this for me, please? Thank you very much. He throws an object into the cabin, and then he takes off running down the corridor.
That I don't.
I leave.
Yeah, me
out
too.
the door.
I follow you.
All right. He's fast and wiry. He runs down the corridor and he makes a sharp left. Radnar, you say that you leave quickly as well?
Yes.
Make me a luck check. D100, high or low?
Always high. And
Hey.
65.
Okay. The object bounces near your feet as you get up quickly, fearing something bad. And you notice it's a gun that's been just tossed into your carriage. Do you continue out with your friend Stoltheim or not?
Yeah, but I take the gun with me.
You reach down, you pick up the gun. What are the other two of you doing?
Quick question. If I look at Constantine's character, does they look like a female dwarf or they look human? Or
I don't think Constantine uplifted his dwarf. He made a whole new character. What does
that's
your character
right.
look like?
Dilga died a nobody. Nobody will remember Dilga besides Stoltheim. Thank you.
Okay. I can't ask
you
if I look like an elf, so we'll ignore that then.
I got you tattooed on my left ass cheek. Yeah. No.
Nice.
Like you're just your name in ye old English font.
Okay, at least she's not forgotten at the very least. Yeah, no, I'm playing a human. He doesn't have all of his stuff anymore, and frankly,
No.
I have a whole thing.
You're
He
wearing a
wants
very
stuff.
smart-looking 1940s business suit.
He doesn't like the lack of a sword. He can't be a real soldier if he doesn't have a sword. What the fuck is he?
There's a cane next to you, now that you say that.
It's not even a folding sword, but this will do the job.
It might be a sick sword cane. Look for a button.
It might be a sword cane, but I like my... I like... Yeah, it's fine. I'll make do. I've made do with worse. After all, I've killed a man with string.
Yeah, you have no idea who you are. Jameis, Galen looks at this person. You have a recollection who this person
given
is?
the question isn't relevant then. I'll check over the man, see who he is, as if I know what the hell I'm doing. Sort of my natural healer instincts coming to the fore.
So you go over to who?
The dead guy.
What dead guy? There's no dead guy there.
Well, another case mysteriously solved.
All traces of the man have disappeared, including his body. Blood, everything.
I love this already.
Jameis, do give me a D6 roll, however.
Okay, I put my hands in my pockets then, sort of feeling, what do I have on me to make a note of this? D6. Oh, a whole one. So I spot something.
You do spot that there are, in fact, bullet holes in the chair that he was reclined on.
Okay.
So that leaves us with Constantine. Your character picks up the cane. It feels very familiar in your hand. And with practiced ease, you do a little twist, and sure enough, it is a very nice sword cane. The sword is of rippled Damascus steel. It seems to be incredibly sharp. It feels very comfortable in your hand, though you can swear you've never seen it before.
This will do for now. I'll have to make it into something better, but that's simply because I have a different deal.
Stoltheim and Radnar, you tear down the small corridor running through the train. Passengers are starting to put their heads out of their compartments, trying to see what's going on. A woman steps out, peering cautiously into the compartment next to you.
I'm booking him, like, stop that man! I'm chasing, I hook that left. Like, I have no idea who I am,
You pass.
where I am, what's going on. The only thing that I know is that motherfucker probably shot that dude, and I'm going after him.
As you pass the woman, she gets a good look at the compartment across the way, just as you're passing by. You're not sure if she's pointing at you or at the open compartment, but she screams.
Is that the one I came out of?
No, it's the one
Oh.
next to yours.
Oh, I don't know.
So you pass her by because you run by her. Radnar, so she's maybe pointing at you, maybe pointing at the compartment because you're right on Stoltheim's heels. What do you do? She's screaming shrilly.
I'm gonna look at what she's pointing at. I keep running for now, but
Okay. It is a compartment much like the one that you had, very well furnished, very nice. But there are two bodies of men covered in a wash of blood laying inside. They wear uniforms. World War II era, German SS.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh,
Should I
no.
pee on them?
Based.
So I look at them and I look back at her. Like,
Yeah, she's definitely pointing into the compartment, not at you.
ah,
So
Well-
you pause. Stoltheim, you continue to run along. You see a door right going to the next train that's kind of swinging open. You assume that the person that you're running after might have jumped into the next train, but now opening the door widely is a police officer dressed in the French gendarme uniforms. And he starts yelling out, "Attention! Mademoiselle, messieurs, please clear this corridor. Go back to your compartments at once. Do not leave your compartments." You know he's speaking French. You understand it, Stoltheim.
Ew,
I know
French
that
people.
language. I speak back, like, officer, there was a murder. He went
Please
past
clear
this
the
way.
hallway. Clear the hallway. Two men back him up from behind. They have pistols drawn. You hear the doors on the opposite end of this train open, and three more of these dressed as policemen come in. They also start to ask people to go back to their cars.
All right.
If you have a statement, we will take it later. Please go to your cabin. We will find you there. We will speak with you there. Please clear the hallway. People are moving very slowly. He pulls out a whistle, blows it very loudly, shrill, this eardrum exploding noise as he continues to yell at people to go back into their cabins.
I'll just go into a cabin.
Well, you haven't left yours, so you're still in the cabin.
Okay.
Galen, again, you look around. The body is gone, but something did happen here. There are bullet holes in the the backrest of this board.
Yeah, I would sort of gingerly, because I'm not sure how much I get to this, sort of reach out, check the bullet holes and that. Do they seem like normal bullets as far as I know what normal bullets seem like? And
Make me an intelligence check. Normal D20 equal to or under your intelligence.
here's where my lowering that stat didn't help. 50-50 shot, maybe. Nope, that wouldn't have helped anyway.
You know it was a bullet. You can't determine what. It's still a little warm.
Hmm.
You can feel the lead still embedded in the backbone, back area of the chair.
Putting my fingerprints all over it.
Mm-hmm. So Stoltheim, what are you doing? And this officer is yelling at you to get back into your car.
I go back to my car, I guess. Yeah. On the way
Okay.
back, I look through that door that the lady screamed about.
Okay. Well, you see the two dead men dressed
Yeah.
in German SS uniforms, obviously shot. You know this.
I'm like, they just point there. I'm like, I don't think they're going anywhere, and I keep going back to my quarter.
Okay. You go back. The three other individuals in here you do not recognize. They are dressed much like you. Traveling attire, nice, like very nice clothing.
Well,
A policeman stations himself outside of your door, back to your door, as he closes the door behind you.
I look to the guys there. I'm like, well, I'd offer introductions, but I don't seem to know my name.
Do none of us know our names?
Now that he says it, no.
Well, that's very unfortunate. I was going to ask that man so many questions.
I don't remember how we got on this train or where we're going. Do you guys know any of this?
All I know is I don't remember the last 72 hours. And knowing me, I got drunk really badly.
Actually, it's more than that. You can't remember anything. You don't know who you are, where you are, any memory of your life. It's not there.
You got so wasted he can't remember anything.
Roll me a d6, Constantine.
Okay.
While he rolls that, did I know that the language that he spoke was French? Like, did I know?
Not at first. Not at first. He spoke. You knew exactly what he was saying. It took you a moment to realize, oh, they're speaking French.
Okay, so I do know it's French as a name. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, I know I speak French.
Constantine, with a roll of a 2, you realize that you're all conversing in English, American English.
We must be Americans. That means we can run around shooting people.
I'm American. I feel the unending need to beat every single person that uses the kilometer system. What the fuck is a kilometer?
You should like it. It starts with kill. O-meter.
No, absolutely not. By George Washington, the leader of Jesus Christ, I will not do it.
I failed to remember that part of the Bible, but
who cares? Jesus Christ was a fucking American. So says the Mormon Bible.
I don't know what any of those things are.
I don't know either.
It sounds pretty ridiculous, though.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yes, we're making fun of Bertie and all that.
God,
It's okay.
I love how my characters.
You know, this is going to sound kind of odd, but do any of you remember anything about yourselves?
Can I try and remember anything about myself?
How do you do that? Do you just sit there and ponder?
Kind of a meditating kind of state where I just
look through my pockets.
Okay, Jameis, you look through your pockets. You're wearing a lightweight beige suit, American cut, style of the 1940s. Hat, belt, shoes, you check, underwear, all the usual garments. You have a ring with a small diamond circling your right ring finger. You have a gun beneath your suitcase, a 38.
Oh, I'm
It's fully
American,
loaded.
so.
There's a train ticket in your pocket from Algiers to Casablanca, French Morocco, a handkerchief, a comb, a fountain pen, a cigarette lighter, no cigarettes, a leather wallet, a passport.
Can I have a suit on?
I'll look at the passport.
Okay, you look at the passport. It is an American passport issued November 10th, 1941. It shows travel from the United States to Dublin, Ireland, from Dublin to Lisbon, Portugal to Algiers. The last stamp is for French Morocco, allowing the bearer to remain in the country for up to 10 days. An exit visa is attached, permitting the bearer to leave French Morocco.
Oh,
The
so-
name is one William Bright at 232 Oak Mount Court, Upper Arlington, Ohio.
Okay.
Dude, you're
I'm
from
not on
Ohio.
We
That's
get
the
new
passport.
names. We have new characters. That's great.
For the
Okay.
moment, they may not last.
I hope not.
If you go through the wallet, there's several, about $200 worth of French francs. 2 business cards reading Dr. William Bright, MD, Office of the Board of Trustees, Ohio State University, Columbus, Ohio. So you guys all watch as Galen starts pulling these things. I'm just going to call you by your characters' names for now. Start pulling these various things out of his pockets, laying them down. He discreetly does the underwear check.
Once I see he start pulling things out of his pocket, I start rifling through mine, like beyond clothing. Like, what do I got?
My character's meditating, and then he hears and then sees people pulling out passports, and the first thought is, "Oh, that's a much better idea," and starts joining.
All right. Stoltheim, you're also wearing a suit similar to Galen's here. Lightweight beige, American cut, 1930s, a little bit older than his. Respectable, but not an expensive quality. Hat, belt, shoes, underwear, good. You also have a 38 beneath your suit coat. Fully loaded.
That's a revolver?
Yep, it's a revolver. A valid train ticket from Algiers to Casablanca. Handkerchief, comb, fountain pen, book of matches from Steve's Lounge in Arlington, Ohio. You have a full pack of American cigarettes, Marlboro. A leather wallet, a passport.
What's my name?
Andrew James Ross, PhD, Department of Archaeology, Ohio State University, Columbus, Ohio.
Archaeology?
Archaeology.
Archaeology. When I see this, do I remember any knowledge about archaeology or anything like that? Like studies or
No.
my learning? No. Okay.
Not at all.
I'm like, well, I look at this and I show it to Radnor's character and I go, "What's archaeology?"
Oh,
I don't know, but evidently you're good at it.
In the
Okay.
wallet, perhaps suspiciously, is the same exact amount of money in French francs. 2 business cards, exactly, except yours say Andrew James Ross. And your passport has the same stamps in and out as James's did.
Lads.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna like the matches. It's just a box of matches, or is there something in it?
There are matches in it, and the thing that stands out is that it is from a particular club.
Mhm.
The Steve's Lounge in Arlington, Ohio. Radnar, you're looking through your pockets as well?
Of course, yes.
Okay, same thing. American cut lightweight beige suit, 1930, so not as new as Galen's. Respectable, but not expensive. Hat, belt, shoes, underwear, check. You also have a 38 revolver. It's fully loaded as well. A valid train ticket from Algiers to Casablanca. Handkerchief, comb, fountain pen. A simple pipe, a pouch of pipe tobacco, and a box of wooden matches, not marked. Leather wallet, passport.
What does the
Your wallet also
name?
suspiciously has the exact same amount of money in it in French francs. You are Dr. Julius Harris, PhD, Department of Archaeology, Ohio State University, Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Oh, you're an archaeologist too.
Your passport has the same stamps.
Evidently, it looks like we might have all come from the same place. Like, we all have the same amount of money. We all have the same stamps on our passports.
The same amount of money.
I'm not even sure
that's-
how I know what a passport is, but
Yep, but you do.
Well, it says passport right on it.
right.
Constantine, again, you are wearing much the same, except your suit is also newer, much like Galen's. Is an expensive cut. You've got the train ticket, handkerchief, comb, fountain pen. Oddly, you have a woman's compact and a tube of lipstick in a vial of perfume. Leather wallet, passport. You do have a pistol, but it's a small 32 caliber, 8-shot automatic, fully loaded. It's very small.
That's a good thing. 38 small snub-nosed revolver is very good for silently killing a man. Anyway,
They're not
I
very
do.
silent.
You also
No.
have the same amount of money in your wallet.
But it's funny.
You
if
are
say it is.
James Harris, PhD, Department of Archaeology, Ohio State University, Columbus, Ohio. Passport stamped exactly the same.
Well, at least I got things to show that, yeah, I'm not married to a fucking
Are we
woman.
the same person? But
I
with
think
different
so.
Names?
I don't like that idea, because, like...
Or no, wait. Is all of our names Andrew James Ross? Wait.
I think
No, they're
so,
all different.
yes!
Oh, okay.
I've heard
Yeah,
it at
your
least
names are different.
twice. Oh.
Wait, I'm Andrew James Ross.
Yes.
Mhm.
Galen is Dr. William Bright.
William Bright. Okay. Radnar
Radnar is Dr. Julius Harris.
Julius Harris. And who's Constantine?
And then Constantine is James Harris.
James Harris. I have
Oh.
James in my name. You have Harris. You have Harris. And one of you has James. What type of... Ugh, my head hurts. Okay.
I think these passports are fake.
Possibly.
Looks at Ragnar. Because that man cannot be my brother. Or father.
Ragnar's muted. Ragnar's muted.
Ragnar, you're muted!
I'm consistent across all games, all platforms.
Yeah,
I
no.
forgot what I was gonna say now.
Oh, I just said you weren't my brother. This man cannot be my
No.
brother.
Do we
Wait.
like? I would be careful about yelling loudly about how these are fake.
I'm not yelling it loudly. I'm saying it a little quietly, modern voice. But, like, you don't look like my brother.
The door to your cabin opens. One of the police officers looks at all four of you and says, Dr. Bright, we are in need of a physician. Please? He doesn't seem to know which of you is Dr. Bright.
I'll stand up. At this point, I would expect. I'm expecting to pull out a pipe and start sucking on it. Do I somehow?
You have an empty box of cigarettes and matches.
I want a pipe, damn it. I'm
I
expecting to pull out a pipe.
I give you a cigarette and a match.
I think it's Radnar's character that has the pipe.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a pipe.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just happy to have a snub nose and some clothes to
Don't talk about it.
fuck with people. I don't know why I have all this. Like, I'm a man. Am I? Can I look down and see if I'm a man? 1 second. I have to check this.
When you do your underwear check, you are in fact male.
Why the fuck do I have lipstick? It's a little early
And a
for,
compact.
Like, I'm looking that up because I don't remember what that is.
Oh,
Compact
it's
is
the
like a
little
little-
rouge with the the mirror and the.
Like
Oh.
a powder puff.
Yeah.
Okay, my apologies.
So Galen goes with the guy.
Yeah, I stood up. Said yes.
Okay.
My good man.
Yeah. So if the rest, if so, he lets Galen through. If anyone else tries to set up, he says, "Just the doctor, please."
Of course.
Understandable. I'm just.
He
Man, it'd
takes
be
you and
really
Galen
nice if there was a book.
next compartment down. He says, "Please, if you could render us your opinion. Obviously, they are shot, but if you can tell us anything more about these bodies, please, doctor." And he opens the door.
And there are other bodies in there.
The two bodies dressed in SS
Given
uniform.
what's happened, I'm not assuming.
Mhm.
There are still bodies there that, it's a step up from what we had before.
Make me an intelligence check as you look them over.
Not wisdom? Okay.
No, this is him 5e.
baby. Yeah.
I didn't see the roll. What did you do?
It's nowhere close.
Okay. Well, there's basic information. Yes, they were all shot. The wound, you can actually tell. You're not sure how, but you can tell. Is done by a 45 caliber. One was shot 3 times. The other was shot 4 times. Both are most definitely dead.
When the guard left our place,
Mm-hmm.
what type of gun did Radnar pick up?
Yeah.
A 45 caliber.
Okay, well, we don't know it's the same, but I was curious about that because we all have 38s. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You all have 38s.
So yes, looks like a 45 caliber, doesn't it? You see the pattern of shots here. Fortunately, yes, they are quite. You should need a medical doctor for that assessment.
Very well. If you will please escort me to the dining cart. We need to interview you and your fellows that were in the car. At this point, well, you guys had a few minutes. The 3 of you that were left in the car while Galen was looking at the bodies. What did you want to do? Anything? The police officer is not inside. He's still outside, back to you, but he is right outside the door.
Do you want to jump out the window or? You can say with PCs.
No, I'm gonna. I don't want to disbelieve the Matrix just yet. I'm just gonna wait, I guess. Hope
Okay.
to see that Galen comes back.
Then the police officer opens the door and invites the 3 of you to please come to the dining car to be interviewed. What you might have seen or heard, please, this way.
Of course.
You're escorted, all of you are briskly to the dining cart, crossing 2 other cars to reach it. The train's still moving. The people you pass watching curiously from the compartments in the dining car. A ranking officer has set up an interrogation post. He introduces himself as Contru. He demands to see your papers.
I show my papers.
Don't you know who I am?
Americans. How interesting. He strokes his pencil mustache. Such a pleasure for someone such as I, who is but a humble, underpaid French official, to make the acquaintance of someone from a country so rich as yours.
I'm gonna one him up, and I'm gonna speak in perfect fluent French for
You
the
do.
convo.
You were well educated. Very well. My English is limited, so French it is. Did you hear shots from the next compartment?
There were shots in our compartment.
In your compartment?
Yes.
How many shots did you hear?
3.
What did you do when you heard the shots?
Well, we were in the tunnel and it was dark when it happened. So when the lights came on as we left the tunnel, we saw the shots and a man was outside the door. Very.
Wait, a man outside the door.
Yes, very.
Before the officers arrived on the scene.
Yes, I was chasing him.
Curious.
He threw the gun into our cabinet. He threw the gun inside our thing and ran, and I chased after him past the site where the 2 men were dead. I saw them on the way back to my cabin. and I couldn't get through to chase him because the police arrived at the end of the car at that moment.
Interesting. He's
He
writing
had
in a
a
notebook. We will look into this.
wiry face, wiry, like, was that what the word you used? That a wily,
Weaselly.
weaselly. He was a weaselly looking man. He had a briefcase that he took and ran off.
You took a briefcase, you say, from your car.
I don't know. He had taken it from our car, I believe, but it wasn't mine.
It wasn't yours. Whose was it? Yours? He looks around the table. Whose briefcase was it that was stolen?
It was none of ours. It was an extra.
And what was it
briefcase
doing in your
from our-
car?
It was there with us. We had all woken up from a nap, and everything kind of happened within moments after we had awakened.
If you want the briefcase,
Maybe-
maybe I'll...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
go ahead first.
Make me a charisma check there, Stoltheim.
Yes.
Okay. It's good I'm not
Alright.
making it.
Come on, charisma. Hey, high success.
Mhm. Against my better judgment, I think I'm forced to believe you. If you will stand, please. And when he motions one of his men over to frisk you, they immediately find the gun.
Hmm.
The officer looks at it, looks at the barrel. He's like, fully loaded, Captain. Has not been fired. Okay. It's a pity, but I must confiscate this. You may retrieve your armament when we reach Casablanca from the offices of the prefect of police.
Of course.
He goes over to, we'll say, Constantine, and looks at your character and says, and you, sir, do you have anything to add? Was this valise that was stolen was not yours? The suitcase? Can you describe it? Did you see it?
Me?
Yes, you.
Sorry.
Here it
my
ends
apologies.
with your rock and roll music destroying your eardrums.
No, it's because I just woke up after drinking what was about 4 pints. I'm a lightweight. So my apologies if I sound stupid. I'm not very. Do I know
That's
French?
an admirable trait.
I like my wine more than I like my ale, and yet people keep getting me ale. So whatever. Do I know French?
Yes, he's speaking in French. You understand him perfectly.
Well, for your information, I don't. Do I remember what the briefcase looks like at all?
Yes.
Can I just describe that? Because I do not in person remember.
He takes down the notes, but you claim this is not yours, and nor is the briefcase anyone else here. Who did the briefcase belong to? I find it hard to believe that housekeeping left a briefcase in your car when you boarded.
I find it very hard. From how it was put down, it looked like it had been dropped, probably during the whole firing incident. My
But
assumption.
your friend here says that he saw the valise before the firing.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see him because I was sleeping.
Make me a charisma check.
Oh God, I'm sleeping. My man looks awful. But whatever. Okay, I'm about to fail this. I am so sorry for every one of you. My man's not very good at talking.
I find your story very hard to believe. Please stand up.
Okay.
2 officers frisk you, and well, maybe not. He's got a small. I'm going to roll this one. To see if they find your pistol, because it is very small.
It's very
tiny
small.
pistol. They do not find the pistol, although one is looking very carefully at your sword, your cane. He's weighing it. He tries to open it like you did, but it's not. No, he just shrugs and puts it back down.
It's a very well-made cane. You can check me all you want. I'm not carrying anything. Do not listen to too much. I have to say, I am very fucked up.
They do find the compact in the lipstick, and they pass it over to their captain. He looks at it. He says, "Yes, these are. I know the shade, and I know the compact. You have recently visited one of our fine brothels in this area."
Sure, yes, I totally did that. Yes. My character trying to hide his homosexuality. Technically, it's legal, but it is also the 1940s. We are being prosecuted. The Nazis the French under Nazi rule were prosecuting homosexuality. My character is very adamantly trying to hide this fact. He does not want
The officers, like, these are normally bought as gifts for the girls that you hire for the evening. Why were these not passed on as gifts? Why do you still have them on you?
I heard there's some women out there, and I was told that it was good, so I'm keeping on to it.
I see. Still looks at you very suspiciously. Doctor, do you have anything to add? This was not your valise that was taken?
No, it wasn't.
And you can shed no light on why it was in your cabin?
No, I was not aware of it before it was brought to our attention by a friend here.
No, I see. I see. If you would be so kind, Doctor. 2 officers.
Yeah, now, Bert, without knowing how the Immortal system has this ability, but I don't know they're immortal. Can I use aura unconsciously? Can I use aura to inspire awe?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Don't you know who I am? I'm Dr. William Bright. Haha, you don't know.
Roll me a d20.
All right. I don't know how this works, but we'll find out.
Just roll me a d20.
7, middle.
Yeah, you stand. The 2 officers are very polite, but the gun is kind of hard to miss. It's like, oh, Doctor, may we please see your firearm?
Should I think? No, it's not there. So I just sort of take it out with 4 fingers and thumb because it doesn't look unthreatening, but it's sort of that's not really a common technique. It's just for more likely pull it out and then reluctantly.
Yeah, they look through it. They look at your chamber, and again, it's
not a 45. I can tell you
tells
that.
the officer, like, it's not been fired. All 6 shots remain in the chamber. It's very well kept. I am very sorry, Doctor, but again, we must confiscate this. You will be able to pick it up once you have reached Casablanca. They don't search you any further, though. They kind of stop at that once they find your gun. And finally, they turn to you, Radnar. Can you shed any light on whose valise this was, why it was stolen? Anything further that your friends here have not been able to say?
I have no knowledge. My experience has been much of that of my compatriots. I know no more than they have told you.
Very good. If you'll stand, please.
Okay. I will do that.
They find your gun as well, but they also find the 45. Because you picked it up.
That's what I did.
Where did you get this gun?
Out there a little bit ago. We were like running, we were like chasing some guy that had been running, and he like threw a gun in there. So
the Weasley-faced gentleman. I see. And why exactly did you not turn this over immediately when the officers arrived on the scene?
I guess it slipped my mind.
They were forcing us to go back to the car.
Yeah,
I had even told them there was a murder.
They cut him off in the middle of a sentence and just made us go.
I see. If all of you will please roll me a d6, please. He also confiscates your gun and takes the 45 as well.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 1.
Okay. All right. And Constantine, d6.
Oh, okay. I'll roll a d6.
Radnar, you know that he seems to be fumbling for more things to ask you. It feels like he's waiting or kind of drawing this out. That's what you get with a 1. And it's becoming a little uncomfortable as he's kind of running out of things to ask, but he's not letting you go.
out of curiosity, what is these questions do seem to be rather thorough. Is there something amiss? Something you're not telling us?
We have 2 dead men.
Why
It's very
aren't you
suspicious is that we
questioning?
have Americans on board with firearms.
Why aren't
And
you
this one
questioning?
undoubtedly the murder weapon as he points at the 45. And go ahead, Showtime.
The lady that was directly across. Why aren't you questioning her? She.
Oh, they are all being
Clearly.
questioned.
Hmm.
We're not going to put you in the same room and let you get your stories together. Yes. How you
Hmm.
Americans put it.
Hmm.
Sir, if we as Americans were going to, shoot up a train or whatever, we wouldn't sit there and hide afterwards. We'd be loud about it and obnoxious. We are, after all, Americans.
Also, like, come on, you think Americans do anything silently? When was the last time you met a silent American?
Yeah, he listens to you all. Again, he seems to be waiting for something. But once the conversation has kind of just petered out, he's like, "Yeah, very well. Please go back to your cars. You can retrieve your weapons once we reach Casablanca."
Where will we get them?
Let's see. He told you the office of the prefect of the police.
Thank you.
Hey, do I get the 45 back?
No.
No, absolutely not. Probably not.
I just wondered. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Okay, you're escorted back to your compartment, in which you're all put in. And
As we go back, I'm just sort of peering around, sort of seeing what else is around. Looking for places where the police may be hidden. It's not like we're going to spot anything like the second one, but you know.
D6. If anyone else is kind of picking up what he's doing, you can look around as well. Make me a D6 check.
Yeah, I'll be
Nope.
nosy.
I'm still on the 4 club.
3.
Oh, you left the on. No longer 4 buddies.
All right. No, you're not seeing anything. It's a fairly small cabin. There's you've got like basically bunk beds that you can sleep on. There are areas where you could have luggage, but it doesn't appear that any of you were carrying luggage.
I would have had a medical bag.
You would think.
But
These guys have had archaeology
Nothing.
brushes. I don't know.
Nothing. No.
No change of clothes, no suitcases. The 5th man that was in the cabin that was shot and disappeared was the only one who seemed to have had any luggage with him.
And depending on the length of the trip, we may have put the luggage in the luggage compartment. But even so, you usually have something with you for the day bag type affair.
Okay. After the excitement, a police officer is in the hallway, not just right out in front of your door anymore. Looks like one officer was assigned to just kind of keep a watch in this whole train car. So he's kind of like out in the middle there, smoking a cigarette currently. As the train continues on, it has a soothing, lulling effect. I want all of you guys to give me a save, please. Saves are a little bit different in the Immortal set. This is going to be, we'll consider this a mental attack. So roll a d20. All of you have the same saves because no one's bought any powers to make that better. Yeah.
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember if high or low is better, so yippee. I don't know.
Higher is better.
Okay. It is what it is. My character is fucked up.
what kind of save is this?
D20.
Just roll a d20. All of you are looking for a score of 17 or better. So Galen's okay.
Oh.
Dion gets sleepy, and you eventually just kind of lull. You get lulled to sleep by the motion of the train.
Nope.
Yep. So only Galen is able to keep himself awake through the train's motion and just like the desert that's moving by. And even so, you're very tired. Galen.
Yeah.
But you are awake to notice that as this continues on, there's a fine black sand, little grains of black sand that you didn't notice before on the carpet of the car. And the sand particles start to swirl, almost like a little mini sandstorm as it starts to come up off the carpet. It's shimmering. Go ahead and roll me a d6. Just you,
Okay.
Jameis. Everyone else is asleep.
Yep. Once again, the elf has to save the day. 1.
You are not surprised, but the window outside of your car looking into the desert around you is shattered as a man dressed in kind of voluminous robe swings in to your cart from apparently the roof feet first, shattering through the compartment window from the outside. He lands a few feet away from you. A large knife glints in his hand. Everyone else will get a chance to wake up from the sound of that, but first we have a round of encounters. So, Jameis, you are not surprised. You can roll a d6 for your side being just you right now.
Yep.
If you have a dex bonus, you can add it because it's just you.
2. He's going first, I suspect.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Yes, he is indeed. He slashes at you.
I have an AC of 0. Or
He
whatever the hell it
misses.
is.
Now, the rest of you might have woken up from that
As much
shattering.
as I don't want to be hit, you rolled a d6.
Oh, I did. Yep, you're right.
As much as I don't want to be hit.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't hit. Actually, take your action before I check on the rest of the people in the compartment.
Okay. I'm just going to shove him back out the window.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're going to do what? You're going to try and
Shove
shove
him
him out
back
the
up.
window?
Yeah.
All right, make a melee attack roll.
Okay. I want to roll high. 13 plus whatever the hell.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough. So you're grappling him basically, but you're not able to maneuver him out the window. Okay, the rest of you guys, roll me d6s. On a 1, 2, or a 3, the noise is enough to waken you up. Stoltheim continues to snore.
Yeah.
The other 2 of you wake up though, and you see your friend, the doctor, is engaged with a man in robes who's got a very large knife in his hands, attempting to kill the doctor, as the doctor seems to be trying to maneuver him to the window. Let's have Bill roll a d6 for your side.
All right.
A 2. He goes first.
Of course.
He tries to stab at you again, Doctor, but misses. The rest of you can go ahead and do something. Jameis, you still have control of him. He didn't break away, so if you want to try and push him out the window again, make another melee attack roll.
Yeah.
If you succeed, this will get him near the window, and then we'll do a strength check to see if you can overpower him.
Can I help him?
Oh, yeah. 17.
Yes. So you watch as the doctor maneuvers him to the window. If you want to help the doctor by rushing forward,
Yes.
what both of you guys can do, I want Jameis to make the strength check.
Am I still like 400 pounds?
Yeah, unless you changed
Nice.
any of your attributes, you certainly are. What is your strength bonus?
+1.
Okay, so Jameis, consider your strength 1 higher and go ahead and roll.
I'm also.
And you want to get equal to or under? Yeah, so your strength is one higher, and you're trying to equal or lower than.
Yep.
Success.
Nice.
Between the 2 of you, you throw the man out the window.
All right.
And just as you do so, your compartment door swings open. There's a man dressed in a black European cut suit. He carries in his left hand a briefcase, a very familiar briefcase. He holds out a pistol aimed to fire.
Can I do something?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if I'd actually be able to cut off his hand, but remember the cane sword?
Mm-hmm.
Do I use that like a normal sword?
Yes.
Side? Okay. I still use all that. Okay. Can I try and just cut his hand off? I'm right there.
He's right outside the door. So you would draw your sword cane, step towards the door, and you would slash at him. Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm going to give him a little bit of protection because of the door frame itself.
That's
Go
fair.
ahead and roll me a melee attack. His armor class is just going to be a little higher because of the situation.
That's not going to hit, I think.
That is not going to hit.
No.
Yeah. But you do kind of get in front of him, unfortunately. So the only person that hasn't done anything is Stoltheim, who's still asleep. So this is next round. Let's see if he gets his shot off before you do. So Constantine, roll a d6 for your side.
All right. Not bad.
He goes first.
I'm
and he
about
takes,
to get shot.
Yeah. Yep.
Owl. Shoot me.
He takes a couple of shots into you at 8 and a 13. I believe both miss. Shoots into the cabin, though.
Can I take the shots?
What do you mean?
Can
He
I
missed you.
Oh, okay. I was about to
Yeah.
take the shots because that would have killed me, so I can do an intimidation on his ass. No normal
Well, he completely
man
missed.
survives.
You coming forward so quickly and having the sword in your hand surprised him a bit, so the shots go wild. Why don't you take your turn?
Okay. I'm going to attack him again. I want
Okay.
to see a man scream.
Go ahead. That'll hit. You cut him. You were going for his hand. Sure. It does some damage, not enough to kill him. He winces in pain a little bit. Stoltheim, roll a d6. You've got a 1 in 4 this time to wake up.
Hey!
wake up! Galen and Radnar, you're at the window. You just threw someone out the window. You watch him. You hear bone snap as the speed of the train and the body hitting the sand and rock. Pretty sure he's dead. You turn around and you see this person in the doorway. What do you guys want to do?
What's this person doing?
He's tried to shoot one of your friends here.
I scream.
See?
Okay.
I
All right.
just-
Yeah, you call for help.
Scream, just like I wake up, I see him like pointing the gun.
I'm gonna growl and rush at him.
Yeah!
Okay, go ahead.
Right? What am I
Melee attack
rolling?
roll. Melee attack roll.
Melee attack roll. All right. Let's see. Pull up my sheet here. Here we go. It'll say magical dagger, but it's not. Actually,
Oh, you just said D20 and worry about it afterwards.
oh, okay.
I have no idea what my Thaco was. I just had the D20 and didn't worry about
Yeah, probably not.
it.
All right, you rush him, but you actually he sidesteps you, so you rush through into the corridor itself,
Ah,
leaving Galen.
If I notice it, I want to grab the valise, or grab for the valise at least, if nothing else.
You want to grab for the valise? Okay.
I assume that's just
We'll do
an
this as an opposed strength check.
Okay. I fail.
You fail. He also fails, actually. So you have your hand on the valise, but you're not able to pull it away. His other hand still has the gun in hand.
Right.
And I believe that is the end of the round. So next round, Stoltheim, why don't you roll a d6 for your side?
6.
You guys go first. So right now, Constantine, you're in melee with him. Galen, Radnar has rushed past. He's in the hallway. Stoltheim screaming for help. Galen, you just tried to. You got your hand on his valise. You're in melee with him also, but you're trying to pull the valise away. So who wants to go first?
I can go
I'll go.
first. Okay.
Okay.
You all do.
Jameis, go first. I can go
Strength
after.
check. Failure.
Can I stab him with my fountain pen?
You want to rush forward, stab him with your fountain pen? Sure, make me a melee attack.
Yeah.
Does that make a strength?
Do I have anything to melee
Oh, you
attack?
guys are still. He's still holding on to his valise. You failed your
Yeah.
strength check. He made his, so he's still holding on
Okay,
to it.
yeah, he's got it. In that case, I'll just say I'll let it go because otherwise it's going to be
Okay.
I hit an
Yeah.
AC 8, maybe. Well, I didn't add anything to that, did I? I
No,
can
you're
add
good. You hit
strength
him.
to it. Okay.
You jam that fountain pen into his hand. Maybe the one that's holding the gun. Yeah, that makes him drop the gun. Who wants next?
I'll go next. I just gave him myself to. No, that's fine. I'll do that next fight. Yeah, that ain't hitting.
That's gonna miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, you miss. You try to run him through with the sword. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, man.
Radnar, you're in the hallway. You notice that the police that was assigned here to look after this car is sleeping in the corner. He's got a burning cigarette that's almost burned up to his lip in his mouth. He looks unnaturally asleep to you. What do you want to do?
Fucking wake him up.
You want to go over there and wake him up? It's a big backhanded slap.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, he comes to. It's like, ah! Just before the cigarette burns his lips, he goes for the gun on his hip as he tries to take in what's going on. All right. So that's round. You guys went first. So let's see. He's dropped his gun. He's been stabbed with a pen. He still has the valise in his hand. He is going to punch you, Constantine, in the face to try to get himself out of this predicament. He misses. So it's your guys' turn. What do you want to do?
Can I stab him again?
Because it's the new round.
Yes. Oh, it's a new round. I'm sorry. Yeah. So D6, Jameis, go ahead. Let's see who gets to go first here.
He does.
Got 2. You got a 5. He's going to take the valise now that it's free, and he's going to smash it upside of Constantine's head.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll hit. Just 2 points of damage, Constantine. Nothing that you need to be nothing that's going to hurt you too much, but he does hit you with the valise. Does make you back up just a little bit, and now you guys can go.
I stab him again.
Okay, stab away.
Going for the eye. I hit an AC 9.
Yes.
No.
5
8.
points of damage. Your pin goes through his eyeball, piercing his brain as he screams and then goes silent as he slumps to the ground. The police officer, of course, witnessing everything. As he is now awake, he's pulling out his pistol. He's looking back and forth at all of you. And in the next moment, the body vanishes.
Is the valise still
This time,
there?
however, the valise stays.
I'm going to. Can I do something? As
Go
the
ahead.
body disappears, I will stick. As it's disappearing, I'll put the cane in it. Look at him and says, "No one's going to find your body either. Let's not make this complicated."
Oh.
All right. That's intimidation. So it is a charisma check, but I'll give you a bonus on that one. I like that. Treat your charisma as 2 higher and make me a charisma check.
2 higher, so a 10.
Oh, wow.
50-50, baby.
Yeah, that's how bad my charisma is. Yeah, no.
Yeah, unfortunately, you just don't seem all that scary.
Oh, yeah. Not yet. I don't have scars yet. My body's fucking... God, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Don't
He is looking at all of you, though, as he finishes drawing out his pistol. He says, all of you, get back into your cabin. What's going on here?
We were attacked. Someone tried to come through the window, and this man tried to shoot us.
What man?
Well, one we pushed out the window, and the other one
man?
you just saw him
Sir, you
disappear.
saw.
What?
He kind of rubs his eyes. He still seems a little drowsy. Get back into your carriage.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So be it.
As
but
you all
you
go
know-
back into your carriage, he takes a key out and he locks you into the carriage as
I was
he
going to try and
goes
motion
off.
to Rednor for him to kick the gun if it's still there into our carriage.
Yeah.
As he comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, you do that.
Right,
Secondly-
finish time.
I'm gonna put the. Does my cane thing have like a lock thing, quote unquote, so that it can't be sheathed?
Yeah, it does, and that's why they couldn't figure out it was like a cane sword. It's
I'll
kind
do
of
it
like one
again.
of these Chinese puzzle locks. You have to turn it a certain way.
I'll do that. Let him have to figure that out. And he's like, "Where's the sword?" I don't know what you're talking about. I won't do it in front of the guard, though. He doesn't get to see it.
Okay. The valise is inside of your cabin as well.
What's a
It's in
valise?
Well, particularly it's in my hands and I'm opening it up and
Yep, there you go.
I don't trust.
Valise is like a carry-on bag, a travel bag.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Smaller than a suitcase.
Yeah, it's like a large purse.
Mm-hmm. So the valise has the initials P and M on it in silvered characters.
Okay, is any of us PM? I can't remember.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Can I unlock it? Well, can I open it? Yeah. At least unlock
It's not
it.
locked. It just has straps. So yes.
Let's have a look.
Okay. So there are a number of papers inside. The first one is a note from the Hotel Francois. Dear Paul Museman, Office of the Comptroller, Ohio State University, Columbus, Ohio, dated November 1st, 1941. The Hotel Francais of Casablanca is pleased to confirm a reservation for your party to arrive on December 5th, 1941. We understand there may be yourself and up to 3 other representatives of the university. Accordingly, we have arranged for the requisite suite to be at your disposal. Your advance payment for 10 days and nights has been credited to your account. If we may be of service in any other way, please contact us. So, Paul Museman, PM. Okay.
Only 3 other people. Who wasn't going to stay then?
The next one is dated November 10th, 1941 by M. Paul de Vries, Ministry of Cultural Affairs, Casablanca, French Morocco. Dear Mr. de Vries, this is to confirm that a study group from Ohio State University will arrive in Casablanca on December 2nd or 3rd. The group will research the possible benefits and feasibility of an archaeological dig at the caverns southwest of Casablanca. Specifically, the group will seek to ascertain whether the Great Cavern, shown on an archaic treasure map in the university's possession, actually exists. Of course, this initial study shall be at the university's expense. We appreciate in the interest of your government in co-sponsoring a larger expedition at some time in the future, should it prove to be warranted, and thank you in advance for your cooperation with our preliminary study group. Sincerely, M. Paul de Vries, Chairman, Department of Archaeology and Anthropology.
I'll be sure.
Actually, not de Vries. I'm sorry, Franklin Wilson. De Vries is the person who is the contact with the French consulate. And then the last piece of paper is, in fact, a copy of what looks like to be an ancient map.
Ooh. Objective complete. We have the map.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
About a man.
It helps to have a map.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the right map. Archaic. You guys do archaics, don't you? That's your archaicology. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, who's looking at the map?
I'm
I'll
sharing
look
it,
at
so we're
it.
all looking at it.
Okay. You don't realize at first you're doing it, but you read some of the notes on the map that happen to be in ancient Greek. You understand ancient Greek.
Oh.
Cool.
Is that all of us or just the archaeologists?
If you're all looking at the map, no, you don't really bat an eye. You can read the map. It's
Cool.
upon reflecting on it that, why do I know ancient Greek?
Last thing I knew was Common and Elvish, and apparently I know Greek now.
Hmm.
Oh, I just bid on. Is that black sand still doing its thing?
No, it stopped as soon as the first attack happened.
Okay. I'm just going to reach down and just sort of see, is there actual black sand on the carpet, or was it just
There
my
is. It's
phantasms?
fine grains of black sand. Small handful of it. You said you reached down to touch it?
Yeah.
Roll me a d20.
Ooh. Save. This is something like that. I make the save. Ooh.
Yeah,
19.
you feel sleepy. Like just you yawn as your fingers touch the sand and you collect it. You're able to shake it off.
Oh, Morpheus dust. I can't be put to sleep no matter what happens. I just can't sleep. Gain trait paranoid because from insomnia. It's them assassins. It's always them assassins around.
Yeah, multiple people have already tried to kill us.
Well, of course, I'm Dr. William Bright. You wouldn't want to kill me.
Okay. So you have just enough time to perhaps sequester this away or to hide the police if you want, because you do hear police coming to your carriage. And the doors slid open and the inspector is there again. He's wiping sleep off his eyes. It's like, you again. I understand that you have more weapons that you've concealed from us. There was some kind of altercation. He sees the shattered window. Please explain.
No, guy when you drop the dagger.
Oh, we fell asleep, and I woke up while a man was in the cabin attacking us with a gun. I stopped him with my pen, and he vanished. Like, poof.
That seems highly irregular. The officer that
agree.
saw this happen is like, can I confirm that there was a man? I'm afraid I was asleep at the post. I could have been dreaming. Obviously, no man exists. I did see that one with a sword.
Well, where is it? Check me again.
Something must have blown in through the window and startled us and made
I
us
just put my
jump
cane
around
to
and
the side and be like,
cause a
check
lot of
me.
noise.
Yeah, they do. They pat you down. This time, they do find your small gun.
You can take that. But I don't see a sword, do I?
Very well, very well. He turns to the officer that was in the hallway and says, "You will be reprimanded. Get yourself some coffee. Return to your duties. Return to your post, and let's no more of this happen. Explain, please, the broken window. You were
Something
attacked,
must
but I
have-
see no other signs of an
Something
attack.
must have
other
crashed
than-
in through the window when we got confused in the noise and thought there was something going on and spilled out into the corridor.
Make me a luck check, Galen.
Luck! Come
Luck.
on. Put points in charisma.
High,
for
low.
this. High. Always
High,
high.
low.
Yes.
He did, in fact, drop the dagger just inside the window. It was embedded in the window frame as you go over and you're explaining. And the officer takes out a handkerchief. He pulls the dagger out. He says, "It seems like you did have an intruder. You're probably a thief."
What sort of state of trains do you have here in France? Can't go 5 minutes without being attacked.
Yes. Well, when we arrive at the next stop, you will all please be guests of the prefect of the police upon arrival in Casablanca. Louis Renault will ask for any information that you may be hiding from me, and I do wish for your own sake that you do answer him truthfully. Renault is a Nazi sympathizer. The two bodies will be accounted for. So no more of these fanciful tales of disappearing bodies. You will answer Louis Renault to the best of your knowledge. I hope for your sake.
I am actually genuinely happy for the disappearing bodies. You accidentally did a power I wanted. I have a very.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
go.
you are told that you will be taken to the prefect of the police upon arrival at Casablanca. Until then, do not remove yourselves from your cabin. And you're left alone.
Captain Louis Renaud. We also encounter Major Heinrich Strasser. Yeah, I'm looking. I just looked it up there, just because I thought it was, and yes, it is.
So can I, at least to some degree, tend to my? What was it? I was wounded by a small cut. I think it was.
No, it's just a bruise. It'll go away in just a little bit. Yep. Don't even have
Okay.
to worry about it.
That's fine then.
Okay. You are locked in this cabin. You didn't really say, but you somehow know what the schedule is. It's like you're getting memories back, but not anything that tells you who you are. It's like you figure you've got about 4 hours before you reach Casablanca. Just information that comes to your mind. You're not sure how or why.
Can I search for a book in here? There must be something to read.
Give me
Large.
a D6 roll.
Okay. There's probably not, but it is worth looking.
You toss the place yet again, and again find nothing.
Unfortunate. May I check? No, I probably don't have any books on me, but I will check anyway. Nope.
Yeah, and you have the list of things I told you about. Yeah, nothing to
All right.
read other than your passport and your ID.
Yeah, that's depressing, but whatever.
All right. Anyone else?
I want to look at that map again.
Okay.
I really want to like scrutinize it and see if I can try to like memorize it.
Ooh, that's a good one. Make me an intelligence check.
Absolutely. This is almost impossible to fail. Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately.
I fail.
You try memorizing this, and you try to draw it out blind on the back of a napkin, and then you go back and you look at the original. You keep making mistakes.
Can I make?
You're just not able to get it down.
Of it? Can I make a copy of the map on the napkin?
You can make a copy.
I'll make a copy and I'll pocket it.
Well, what do you make the copy on? Actually, as there's no paper in here. You do have a fountain pen, though.
Yeah.
Covered in blood.
The inside of my suit.
You want to ink it on the inside of your suit? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You have a copy of the map inked on the inside of your suit.
Yeah, there's something I'm tempted to do, but I think it's kind of pointless. The bag has the initials on it, PM.
Yes.
And if you convert the P into a B, then you turn it upside down. It could be WB, my initials. But I don't know if there's any point making the bag look like mine as opposed to just Paul's, and I just leave it as Paul's.
I tell you what, just roll me a D20.
D20. Even.
You're able to actually turn the monogram is kind of pinned in the middle, so you're actually able to turn it and you make it look like the P's bottom end was broken off. So passably, you could explain it off as that.
All right, yeah. This is my valise now. I have a valise. You guys don't have a valise. I am the superior person.
You're the only one with baggage.
So much baggage.
All right. Anything else before the train arrives at Casablanca?
Do you want to meet together at Rick's Cafe afterwards?
One check. I know they're French, and I know how French people are. They're baguette, they're wine drinkers. I'm going to check for wine or baguettes.
In your cabin? There's nothing.
Yes.
There's nothing. You've turned everything over. You found nothing.
God damn it. I'm unsurprised, but also they're French people. They failed at their one job. Be entertaining. Fucking snail eaters.
Okay. So if you do nothing else, 4 hours later, does anybody nap again?
I didn't even
Yes.
nap the first time.
I will try to voluntarily nap now.
Okay. Give me a d20 roll. Anyone that tries to nap, actually, just give me a d20 roll.
I'll try because I don't sleep.
4.
11.
I'm a high roller tonight, baby.
Rednall rolled a 12, although we don't know if he's doing anything because he's muted again.
No, I'm
So,
trying,
Radnar,
I'm trying to sleep.
those of you that want to fall asleep certainly can. The rhythm of the train is kind of hard to stay awake. It's very simple to fall back asleep. Nothing happens this time, although Radnar, you have a dream that seems very real to you. And when you wake up, you almost remember things. The tail end of your dream is you're staring into this black void of nothingness. And someone behind you, a woman's voice who you know, but just as you're waking up, you can't remember, telling you that whatever's in there is coming for all of us. And then you wake up.
Do I have the sense that like this is the kind of thing I deal with?
It didn't seem odd to you in the dream.
Mm.
Damn you, Rednall. That's my lady you've been talking with.
4 hours later, you guys are marched out of off the train and are taken over to the prefect of the police's office, where you are made to sit and sweat it out in a room for almost an hour, where there is one fan rotating, not doing anything to keep the heat of the sands off of you. You're sweating. No one has offered you water. No one has offered you any convenience at all. By the time that Louis Renault shows up, he is inspecting the notes that was torn off of the various officers' pads. He's looking at them. And he says, he tells you, please give me your passports.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He takes your passports. He takes a stamp and he cancels your visas.
Mm.
You will remain in Casablanca until I have come to the bottom of this. I do not believe any word that comes from your mouth at this point will be believable. And reading the notes of my officers here, I find you all highly suspicious. You will be holding on to your firearms. You are free to go, but not to leave Casablanca.
I hate French people. Anyway, yeah, I'll go around, I guess, with the party I have.
I'll ask for directions to the Hotel Francois, I think it was, but we've got rooms.
Yes. Yes. Please, just a block that way. You cannot miss it.
On sewer.
You go to the hotel. You have your reservations in the you have the information for your reservations in the valise. And when you check in, everything is good. Although they do question there being an extra person, but then again, the person who signed everything up is not here. So accommodations for 4 is what was expected. It's all paid in advance for the next several days. Oh, and you have a message waiting for you, please. Pulls out there's like a little cubby hole behind her. She pulls out a note and hands it to you. It's written on stationery from this hotel.
I pass it to Dr. Julian Harris. I don't deal with notes. Brandon, that's you.
Obviously, you have the better suit. So,
No, they both have the nice suit, don't they?
oh, that's true. Yes, you and Radnar both have the nice suits. Not a year out of date like you, Stoltheim.
I was saving up for the 1950s edition.
Yep. The note is quick. It's scrawled very fast and in poor penmanship. It is written in English. My sincere apologies for having missed your train. I was unavoidably detained. I would like to be your host tonight at Rick's Cafe Americain. at 8 p.m. And there's a crude map that's scrawled below showing you how to get there. I hope it's of use. With kind regards, De Vries.
What time is it? I asked the hotel worker.
Oh, you arrived fairly early, so you've got most of the day. You know, it's not even noon yet.
First, well, I want to go to the hotel room and freshen up because we've been on a long train trip.
Yes, that is the question. Freshen up with what? You have no baggage. You do have effectively $200 in francs on each of you. You all have the exact same amount of money.
Is this a high-class hotel, or is this?
It is. It is a very nice hotel. So you can actually get someone to go and buy you.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if if it's a high-class place, they can go and arrange it for us. They can go and they'll have someone on tap that they can get to arrange us clothing and that.
Yeah. So around this time, I mean, you can buy a suit for $20. So, you know, if you want to go ahead and arrange for somebody, hotel staff, to bring you all the necessities, change of clothes, everything that you need. Anything else you want to ask for?
Oh, probably.
Remember, none of you are armed now except for Constantine's character, who has a sword cane.
Well, we have that 45, which we sort of appropriated.
That's true. Yes.
I have no idea what the ruling is on guns here. Probably don't want us having guns.
I'm not going to risk it.
There is stuff I want as a doctor to go and get, but I'll go and get it myself rather than trust other people to go and get it. Is there anything general we want? Maps and stuff of the area so we know what the hell we're doing and where we are? We'll get the is it the Brits? Or the beers?
De Vries is the person you're going to be meeting.
No, not that. The tourist guidebook person.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what the hell it's called.
Yep.
Boudicas. There you go. Get your Boudicas.
Sure. Yeah. So they can get you all change of clothes. Actually, he sends a tailor up to get your measurements.
Of course. Do it properly.
It is that kind of hotel. It's a very nice hotel.
Yeah.
So each of you have a suite of rooms, kind of opening up into this lounge in the middle where you share. The bar is fully stocked. There is, of course, food that you can have brought to you. You haven't eaten in a while. You all find yourselves to be very hungry. There is liquor in the cabinets, Constantine. And you have a marvelous view of the streets of Casablanca below you.
Well, I'll get myself a simple change. I got one simple question. Do they have a duster? Do they have dusters?
Well, this is a desert.
Yes.
So, yes.
That's what a duster.
A duster. Someone could probably rustle you up a London Fog duster if you want, but it would be
similar.
Miserable to wear one.
The idea of a duster is to deal with the heat. I want something that is good for the heat. You know, whatever they got
robes.
is good for the heat.
Yeah, native
Works
robes.
for me. I'll get some nice robes. I'd like them in black, but that's expensive dye. I'll do with what I got.
Well, let's say each of you spend about $20 to get a complete change of clothes, extra socks, underwear, everything tailored towards you. $20 gets all of that.
Are we in black and white, Bert?
Are you?
I'm not
No.
in a suit.
Okay.
I do not want a suit. I am not that fancy. Sorry. I like my practicality.
Okay. You've got most of the day before you're supposed to meet this De Vries at Rick's Cafe Americain. Is there anything you want to do beforehand? Memories aren't coming back. I mean, you've got all these documentations, passports, and even photographs, now that you can look in a mirror, that says you are these people, but you don't remember being these people.
Okay, now that I have a mirror, do I look in any way elvish?
You have fine features. Your ears are, a little slanted, but you don't know what an elf is. Like, you don't have that memory. Yeah.
Yeah, there, but it's sort of okay. I've just been looking at humans the entire time.
So, as the player, you look like Galen.
Hmm.
You have elven features. It's subtle, but they're there.
Right. Okay.
And your photograph matches. Your photograph and your passport matches.
Weird looking American. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Can I check my hand?
Okay.
Does it have the mark, or is it just completely normal, blank?
Which mark? What mark?
I stated when I made the character that he has a mark on his hand. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up. That's the only distinction.
If your character had it, it's there. It might be
Okay.
indistinct. It might look like a birthmark, but it's there.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted.
Not that you know. Yeah, not that you know what it means.
Yeah, no, it kind of looks like a really old scar. That's all it is.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah. So yeah, change of clothes is brought up. You can have a bath drawn, clean up, all that. Food brought up.
All right.
Whatever you like.
Gloves.
Gloves can be had.
Gloves are very useful. They are so useful. I've had so many talks of players who just grab shit without gloves on.
Carry an extra pair just for slapping people with.
So many people grab the Necronomicon without gloves on. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to meditate. Yeah, I'm gonna try and just chill, meditate, clear my mind, try to focus.
Sure. While you guys are doing this, you've cleaned up, you've scrubbed up, you've had fresh clothes delivered. You might be just wearing the hotel's robes in between, like took off your old clothes and waiting for your new ones. So your new clothes have arrived, and just as the person leaves, has dropped off your clothing, Louis Renault, the prefect, is standing outside. He has got a French cigarette in his mouth. He is just lit. And without asking your permission, he steps into your rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Ross, we have a complete file on your activities before your arrival in French Morocco. We know, for example, you began raising funds in 1938, funds which were funneled to the underground movement in German-occupied Czechoslovakia. You have been an outspoken critic of the German Third Reich in your homeland. And you, Dr. Bright, you also have a record of anti-fascist activities. Can you deny that you were in Spain in 1935, aiding the anti-fascists in the Civil War? But whether you deny it or not is of little consequence. We have ample documentation. And he throws down his cigarette in an ashtray, lights another cigarette. And as for you, Dr. Harris, we cannot call your record favorable either. We know that you, like Dr. Bright, aided the anti-fascists in Spain in 1935.
Counter, it was the anarchists, not the anti-fascists.
Finger says what?
Sorry, sir.
This may not be occupied France, but as you certainly must realize, the French Moroccan government has a closer relationship with the Reich. With your history, our German friends would like nothing more than to have your heads. And why should I feel otherwise?
So...
Let's not mince words here. You are suspects in the murder of 2 German officers on the train. Your weapons are confiscated. You are forbidden to leave, and your exit visas are hereby canceled, as you well know. We will come to the bottom of this. But please, tell me. And he offers each of you a cigarette at this point. What are you doing in Casablanca?
I was originally here to help my friends with some... Fuck, what's the word?
Archaeology.
Okay, you are perfectly aware that you are lying, so please make me a charisma check as you are telling him this.
Oh, fuck. Yes, my character's making a guess, but Does anyone wish to help
Well,
me
your
on
cover
this or no?
story, that's certainly true for your cover, but
Mhm.
it's how convincing can you make it?
Well, he's probably not going to believe it, but let's see. Oh!
Yeah. No.
Right on.
You recite everything off exactly as you remember from the papers that you've read, and he's like, "Very good, very good. That explains your dealings here. How about the rest of you?
I
You all
do
come from
not
the same
recall.
university. Seems to be highly irregular. You all have left at the same time. Your visas are all stamped for the same number of days. So please tell me, why are you all here?"
I do not recall.
Bold fact. No roll need. Perhaps if you spent less time in our bars and brothels, you would have a better memory.
I would also like to give you additional evidence. We all had the same exact amount of money in our possession, down to the exact franc.
How do you explain that?
I do not know why I'm here. I do not know
How much
who
money?
these people are. 200 francs a person.
So you have a wealthy benefactor that gave each of you 200 francs to perform a deed. What deed was that?
I do not recall.
Is anyone else's memory better than your friends here?
We are here indeed, if you go to provide leases. We indeed have this location. We're working with the university to go and examine this location here. It's quite important.
Okay. Yeah, so that's truth as far as your background goes.
Mhm.
But make me a charisma check.
Yeah.
Feel well you play it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
medium success, sort of, you know.
So 4 professors from an American university here to do archaeological studies. I see. And why exactly were you armed? Oh, I'm sorry. Americans. So no, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, Americans. You know. It's kind of a silly question.
As I say, I will hold on to your passports until after this is resolved. From outside, you hear someone say, "Excuse me, Prefect Renault. I believe this other problem with the visa, which you will much more enjoy, has come up as well." As you look outside, there's a stunning blonde who is standing outside of another apartment across from yours. He's like, "Oh, pardon me. I must investigate further matters."
No, we've already done the Casablanca plot on one of the old Steam Seal murder games. Yeah, my character manager thought, but it's fun fiendish to it was the plot there too.
This is actually from well, I'll tell you after we're done with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, with those stern warnings, with the heavy implication that you may be visited by some sympathizers from well, the current Reich in Germany, may have interesting things to say to you. He leaves.
Now, I assume it was Paul who first. I'm saying this out loud. I assume it was Paul who first died and then disappeared. And he said, "Get the map." So whatever's going on here, I point to the map. I think this is quite relevant to whatever the hell it is we're doing here. Whoever the hell we are and whatever the hell we are doing here.
Yes, they said get the map. Well, we got it.
And this is about the only thing we have to go on as to what the hell we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I'm also going to point out again, it's kind of come up slightly, but nobody's jumped on it. You guys have an enormous amount of cash between you.
Yeah.
This is a lot of money.
We don't know what that means.
Yes, it is.
None of us are used to having money as people, you know, in real life. So we don't know what money does.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go back to meditating.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to just clear my mind, find a higher power. You know, I don't know if I'm religious, but maybe I'll
roll me a
remember
d20.
something.
Roll me a d20.
Yes, D20. That's a 4, baby.
Almost. Like you almost feel like you've got a really strong memory that's trying to come out, but you try to hold on to it. It's slippery. You just can't get your hands around it. You can't bring it up. But there's something there. There's something very important there. You're just missing it.
I'm thinking about it, and can I try and have a large, strong think about the cane?
About the cane. Okay. Did you purchase any powers or items with your PowerPoints?
No, I have kept it
Okay.
to myself to keep myself from. How do I put it? I like to hold it on until I need it or until I know how to get more of it.
Okay, so you don't need to roll for this. You have an instinctive knowledge that you created the cane, the sword. You know how it operates. You know that the blade will never rust, that it's always sharp. It is very difficult to figure out that it is concealed unless you know exactly how to open it. You have crafted it with your own hands. You know that. That's it. That's all you know.
I wonder
Anyone
if
else?
I made more. Hint: I probably did, but I don't know that. I have so many sword ideas, and I mean I have 2.
Okay. Well, if that's all, you guys probably take well-deserved rest. You're cooling yourself off, getting yourself dressed, getting some food in you, and we're getting close to time, so we'll leave it there, and we'll stop before you guys head off to Rick's Cafe Americain.
Yeah, I wanted to go take a little wee browse around the city, but just tapping the airport. Unless you want to open the airport.
You can leave your apartments earlier and do a little look around the city if you want. But we'll pick up with that next time.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's it for tonight. The only thing that I wanted to plug is I've got a Kickstarter going on right now for the next Weird Frontiers module. Folks watching want to check that out. It's been not quite 48 hours yet, and we're halfway to funding, so it looks like it will do well, but can always do better. If anyone wants to take a look at that. Dion, what do you got going on this week?
Well, when I'm not playing TTRPGs with all my super cool awesome friends like you guys, you can find me at my Twitch channel on Substances Used, where I play retro JRPGs, and I've been doing a lot of GTA 5 roleplay again. We're going through the Fire Emblem games right now. We're on the 4th one in the series, Genealogy of the Holy War, and I'm probably going to play that until Ayuden Chronicles finally releases, and then that will be my life for the next forever.
Nice. Jameis.
Hey, I have a blog, which so been catching up with putting up some movies and stuff. It's been a while since we've talked, so I can't remember what I did, but I did recently just see Ghostbusters, so that's as of right this minute, my latest review.
Nice. Well, Bill, you got anything going on with the Frog Gods you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I'm still running Cults of the Sundred Kingdoms. It's getting pretty interesting. They actually opened the front door of the mansion this last game, although they didn't go in. And I'm going to be running both in 5e and in Swords and Wizardry, sort of a West Marches version of Rapanathuk. So people can drop in and out, because that's a pretty big adventure to commit to, So, yeah, got that going on. If that sounds interesting, get in touch with me. I'll put you in the game.
Nice. All right. I guess that's it. Constantine, you don't have anything to plug?
Nothing really. Nothing I'd really
right.
like to. I don't really stream D&D yet.
So yeah, check out Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. You can find all of our social links there. And until then, say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.